Hey, good evening. It's about 9, a little bit 5 after 9, the PM Central Mountain Time on Sunday, October the 18th, 2020. It's about 16 days until the election, and if you seen the president of this country, Trump, was at a church, I think in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I watched part of the video, and he looked completely bored, like he didn't want to be there. And, you know, I think that really, he's really desperate. And I think he's holding on to some hope that he has to get uh, votes. And going after the whole Christian section and this whole thing with crazy ACB, whatever her name is, Amy Coney Barrett, whatever. Uh, like, aren't you Christians out there just pissed at all this shit that's been going on? I mean, what happened back in June with that whole, tear gas in the protesters so he can go stand in front of a church, hold a Bible upside down? Doesn't that offend y'all? Because I'm pretty sure, if this was somebody else, Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton who did this, y'all would have been pretty fucking mad. So, why does this always get a pass? And, I know a lot of people say, well, love the sinner, hate the sin, or turn the other cheek, but sometimes you really just gotta, you know, take that whip and throw the money handlers out of the temple. I mean, come on. Even Jesus had that one moment where he just said, enough is enough." So, it's funny that in 2020, we still have politicians, elected officials, who shamelessly patronize Christians, shamelessly go after these people. This section, this religion, these people who are hopefully trying to go find some spiritual enlightenment, make their lives better, you know, better the community, and these jagoffs are coming into your house of worship with their agendas. Doesn't that make y'all mad? Because I guarantee you, it would make me mad. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. It's obvious that y'all think that it's okay. I mean, because you read shit in the paper, these people are telling you how you should vote. These pastors are going on TV and they're writing blogs and they're saying stuff on social media about how you should not vote for Hillary Clinton. You shouldn't vote for Barack Obama because he's a Islamofascist. I've heard this shit from people for years, and I'm just wondering, how do you expect to get people to agree uh, with that hatred? I mean, I don't always agree with Bill Maher. I hardly ever do, but he had something on his movie Religulous where he said that if anyone else was part of a more racist, segregated society organization, they would immediately drop it once they found out this is what they do. And it amazes me, living here in Oklahoma and growing up, in conservative towns in Georgia, that y'all let a lot of things pass. And I think y'all taking the phrase "turn the other cheek" a little too uh, much, but you're still turning around and you're not practicing love everyone else the same way because you don't. Love the sinner, hate the sin is basically saying it's a backdoor way of saying I don't approve of what you do, but I don't know. You know, there's a someone once said, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And I think the problem is that too many people you spend so many time living looking at people who have long hair like me, who may not go to church. Um, you have so much time thinking that we're the bad people that you lose sight of the fact that the real bad people are the ones who try to be your friends. And, I know it's the president, but, if I was a church member, I wouldn't want him appearing at my church to plug his campaign. I used to work in the Americus, Georgia area. That's close to Plains, Georgia, where Jimmy Carter and Rosalynn Carter live. And I once saw a video. I think it was interesting. It was back when Carter was on the campaign trail. Uh, there were a lot of newscasters and people outside his church. And Jimmy, which is what everybody called him there, he walks out. He says, "Hey, come on in. Leave the cameras out there, but come on in." And but then the moral majority went after him and said he wasn't a good Christian. They said Reagan was a good Christian. Trust me, Reagan was not a good Christian. All right, all right. And I got so many things I can say about Reagan. They filmed that stupid movie here in Oklahoma with Dennis Quaid, and it's a circle jerk. But I just think it's silly, how you're not getting any more members. I'm sorry. When you allow all this stuff to happen. And I had a conversation several years ago, with a priest I was doing an article on, just kind of, get to know your new priest. And I think it's the millennial that really did it. The fact that a lot of people thought the world was going to end 20 years ago, and it didn't, so a lot of people got religion. And I think a lot of baby boomers, you start looking through your yearbooks, and you realize that a lot more people are dying than showing up at those god awful reunions. And you think, well, crap, I need to find, some type of religion, or else I'm going to go to hell. And I hate to quote Bill Cosby, but he had it right when he said, you're looking at an old person who's trying to get into heaven now. And that's what I think some people are trying to do. And, I'm not knocking anyone's religion. I'm just saying that for the most part, you're not really setting a good example. And to allow all this to keep going on, to allow these people to make a mockery of your religion, and to allow, especially allow the gun nuts to take over a religion is, I think, the most craziest thing ever. But, you know, I mean, do you think after he's ever gonna come to your church, if he even gets reelected? So I think it's silly. I think people have their own agenda, And I don't think it's a Christian agenda. I think it's something else. And that's the most dangerous part, because some people who say they have a religious agenda, but they do not follow the teachings of the Bible, the teachings of Jesus, really, really scare me. Because they think everything bad is here on earth and everything's good in heaven. And they think as long as they don't commit the sin of suicide, that they're going to go there. So, who knows what they have, what they think. And that's really creepy. So, thanks for listening.